Hello everyone, welcome to the today with me on the casting table I have the amazing, wonderful Jibba.
Just for a short, brief time.
And then I'm all by myself. Only chat gets to experience my train wreck.
But we know you're a pro, so we know you can handle it now.
Did you see my last stream? It was something else.
I did. It was amazing. It was full of energy and energetic.
That is always my streams. If I am anything, I interact with chat and I have fun. I need to go to stream team.
I was going to say I'm going to post it for you. But for today's game, we do have Pepehands, which is the blue team right now. Initially join, or when you're initially in these games at the beginning, you will blue screen if you try to spectate somebody else. Because, you know, it's Overwatch. We don't like to fix any issues.
So it looks like we're getting a typical Ryan Zarya sim out of Pepehands, and we're getting a Orisa Hog for the
All right, and it looks like from the side of Pepehands, we are going to be rolling out with the Rhine Zarya, a Hanzo Sim, and a Lucio and Moira. It looks like they plan on getting to the point pretty quickly.
See, but that's weird for me because if you think
and
about
then
it,
on the side of Tater-Thots, we're getting some pulled pork, the same healer combo of Lucio Moira and a Mei and McCree. So even though that wall off does prevent them from getting there, it looks like they will be dropping onto point and getting at the same time.
Oh, we get a block off from Zarya here. Bubble the dimension there, and looks like
small engagements here, but it does look like right now the number game is very much on the side of Tater-Thots.
There was no way that was going any other way because there were no ults available in this first fight. I mean,
and that is a quick first point take. I don't know who we're supposed to tag, Java, enough. Who we're supposed to tag on the self-promotions. I can't remember if it's here or
you can do at here or at everyone.
So
I've seen
we do have some
battles
going back and forth that Jal Tech on that Mei is not letting Pepehands escape here. They are definitely getting kind of pushed into one side of the choke. It looks like Sidomia unfortunately does get caught out in between the thoughts there.
Let's start over at the beginning.
Have you got yourself muted, Nat?
No, I do not. Can you hear me?
Really nice use of this Mei Ice Wall to kind of block off the enemy team, and especially a good use of that Blizzard to make sure they're not able to push through this choke point while the time bank here keeps ticking up.
Can you hear me?
We do see Crits MG kind of trying to make their...
Hello?
Just need to see them. They can't, you know, waste too much time, unfortunately, due to the differential, but definitely want to see them group up a little bit here so that they can make a good, strong push and get to point. And we do see Crits MD touching point, and unfortunately goes down to Polish. So we are in some last fight territory here, and the team will need to touch. We see Godspeed getting there, and Godspeed is able to pull the rest of Thoughts away from the choke and 2 point there, so the rest of the team will start to make it. We have a lot of ults here to be used. And it looks like we're getting just some cleanup here from the side of Tater-Thots, and that first point will go to them.
Jibba, can you hear me?
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
So it looks like for this map, Control Center, I think this is Control Center, Tater-Thots will be rolling out with the almost exact same comp as Night Garden, except instead of the Mei, we're now seeing the Doomfist. And on the side of Pepehands, we're still seeing this Moira Lucio, this Rein Zarya, and we have the Hanzo with a Mei of their own this time. No, I cannot hear you at all.
I can hear you, and the stream can hear me, so this is gonna be fun. I think the chat's bugged out. We'll figure it out while they're
So
getting
point
ready.
hasn't unlocked yet, but Thoughts are pushing up here and taking this choke to kind of keep Pepehands back while they do send one or two people back to cap. Now that Dabarella is coming back with that shield, the rest of the team will be able to kind of set up a little bit.
It looks like here we've got Wolf Demos taking a lot of damage on the front line. The bubble really not
Early
saving them much.
build
This
and use of
Moira
coalescence
ult
there
is,
from
like,
Chaotic,
straight
able to
up
keep Pepehands still in
zoning
this
them.
quarter instead of
Side takes down the
as
Moira
they're
though.
certainly
Lucio goes
making
down,
their
both
way
healers
towards
and a
point,
tank
but
down
Hydra
for
and
this.
Psy are able to get behind along with Godspeed and kind of
And we
get some
can actually
damage in
take it
here
out
on
down.
Tater-Thots and back them up off of the point. And it looks like they will be taking it.
And it looks like we have a push up here by Pepehands, which is weird because they're down quite a bit of percentage.
So I really like seeing too that Pepehands is moving up also to this choke point and kind of using it here. And that was a really nice blizzard there. Unfortunately, Dabarella is able to walk out of it, but they are able to kind of isolate some of the team there, and that's a huge boot from Crits. But Polish has gotten behind and does take out two of his own from Pepehands. Wolf was able to kind of spin, save the rest of the team, but unfortunately two did get caught out. So right now the number game is pretty even here, but it does look like Tater-Thots will back off to kind of regroup here. And that allows the rest of Pepehands to get back. Guys, I think Nat's having some technical mic difficulties at the moment. So nice grab there, able to kind of negate the rest of the team from each other, and then you do see the rest of Pepehands sort of taking out or going after Dabarella and taking her out as she was cut off from the team. Some main tank for Pepehands does go down by some really good focus fire there from Thoughts. We have the change from the Doomfist to the Reaper.
And it looks like we get an ult from the Orisa here. It does get a couple things. Picks are going back and forth here.
I can't. I'm going to try leaving the party and rejoining and see if that sort of fixes this.
And then we have, oh, the Orisa comes in onto the point. Looks like Tater-Thots are actually going to pick up here and take the point back on 99%. But for Tater-Thots, they got to make sure they're holding it strong, because if they don't here, it's the end for them. Because literally, Pepehands has to win one fight. Hello?
Test number 2. I can hear you this time.
Yay!
I'm assuming I've just been talking over you the whole time, probably.
No, I've just been staying quiet while you talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, big block there on the Ryan Shatter from the Sigma. This Blizzard's pretty good at zoning, but that doesn't actually get anyone here. It looks like it's just going to be a back and forth. We already got a pick on the McCree for Pepehands. Looks like Pepehands or Tater-Thots may actually go down to this fight. I've had them backwards the entire game. That's why I let you talk.
Eskimo did try to eat that Hanzo ult that was incoming, but unfortunately was not able to. In between that and Geltic also trying to use the Reaper Blossom, unfortunately just doesn't seem to be enough to take Pepehands out there.
And looks like Pepehands takes map 1 control center. Let's go. And we're going into map 2. I'm hoping it's Gardens, because Gardens is always the most fun to watch, to be quite honest.
This one is Night Market, right? No, Gardens, yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, we've already done Night Market.
Yeah, we did one already.
My brain.
Good, you're good.
The audio balance isn't really off. We're using a party because we couldn't invite each other, so I have it where non-party audio is louder than party audio, but it's kind of weird.
Round 3. Capture.
We can probably actually group up through. We'll do it next next game. Next map, we'll be able to group up and get into a group chat instead. I know how we can do that.
You'd probably have to invite me. I'll go. I'm gonna wait until after this game and I'll appear online so you can see me.
We can. Nope, you don't even have to appear online. We can do it through this PSN chat. Nice early pick on the on one of the hit scans there.
Yeah, I mean, big Pharah plays here. Pharah Mercy is always a big choice, like especially on Gardens.
Taking out that McCree definitely makes it so the Pharah goes a little uncontested initially here, unless the
But I mean, haven't
the
gotten
healers
any
or
other
someone
picks
gets some
really,
focus
other
there.
than this one here. Other than that one McCree, and the McCree's already back. They haven't even got a second pick yet. And Ashe goes down, but Ashe gets rezzed by our Mercy.
While there are no picks, they are definitely contesting this point, and yep, now we do see the barrage come out, so the barrage does get to that. McCree does go down again. And it enables the rest of the team to really get some focus fire going on the last few remaining Pepehands members.
And just like last month, looks like Tater-Thot is going to get the initial cap.
Thus far, pretty strong showing from both of these teams.
I agree. They're both doing very well for each other, but it looks like you get one pick and they kind of stand in an area where they can just take damage frequently. At that point, if somebody gets an early pick, you need to just if they've already got initial point capture, you just need to back off and try to regroup because that Pharah can just do a lot of work on this map.
Yeah, smart rotation here from Pepehands not to take the bridge, knowing that there's a lot of poop and pull damage. And that far in the back line is able to get two.
Just a lot of triangles coming out here, just trying to keep point alive. And it does look like in the end that it is going to go to. Ooh, actually, I'm not sure. It's quite back and forth. I thought it was going to go to Tater-Thots, but it may actually just get swapped over.
The heal from Lucio and the self-heal ability on the Roadhog from Wolf is definitely able to kind of contest the point a little bit to help Pepehands here.
My question is, why is the sim have all of her turrets grouped up in one spot here?
I think it was as she was coming back from point, she kind of just threw them through the window into anywhere she could just to get some damage. That way, if they're dancing around points there, it can help the team a little bit. I'm sure we'll see. Yep, we're already seeing some movement and replacements of them. But, I mean, I totally understand that train of thought there because I do, you know, an Ashe with a dynamite will do that. A Junkrat will kind of lob in through that window. A Pharah will shoot in through the window, just hoping to kind of get some type of poke damage if you can.
Justice comes out, but doesn't actually get anyone. Does a lot of damage, though.
So we do see Bob is online. Would like to see them kind of hold off and use this as a dry push. Bongos is halfway to ult along with Coalescence. But there are a lot of ults on the side of Pepehands here right now. Just do not want to see them use all of them at once here. Just smart of where they're playing because they no longer have the hit scan for the Pharah. They have the turrets and they have, you know, capabilities of hooking her and doing some damage with certain characters. But by playing in this small area, they're baiting her to come into them.
Yeah, I think that's their plan. I don't think that they're gonna push up on her because that puts them out in the open, and they have point control. So if they just stay on point and just stay viable, I mean, the Pharah really can't do very much because of the sharp angles that she has to fly at to get them.
And Pharah did have Barrage again there and used it, but the Pepehands were able to kind of dance a little bit back and forth between Tom and Sim Shield there. So even though the Sim Shield came out first, it ended up being really good placement there.
And Pepehands takes map 1, even though Tater-Thots were looking strong in that first map, they kind of fell apart throughout the map, the entire map. player of the game. Come in with Hanzo.
Definitely has to be one of these grab dragons. They did a really good job of comboing that all game.
And that's
Nice
one
beat
of the
there from
reasons
BCAT, though.
one of the real reasons I really enjoy watching Tier 1 is because the alt combos, they're so satisfying to watch. Whereas some Tier 2 teams, it's harder to see, with Tier 2 teams, it's harder to see that alt combination come together as smoothly as it does in Tier 1. Because of just skill cap.
Alright, so next map we go to is Eichenwald.
That is true. I did. I did not double check pause them.
It's like you talk about it and you're like, maybe I'll check that second map. There you go.
And then you sometimes forget to do the second map anyways.
Alright, so I am in your group now, so we can...
Disband party. No, it doesn't. Alright. There we go. Okay.
Alright, so hopefully this will fix the audio stuff that we had going on there. Just for you, stream.
Eichenwald. Maps. No, what was I doing?
Alright, so it looks like Dab, Polish, and Chaotic are out for SWAT, Coco, and Blood.
What is Fergerberg? Isn't he Pepehands?
Nope, Tater-Thots.
Tater-Thot.
So Polish for... Oh, yeah, that guy is Pepehands, I think, actually. Sorry, I didn't know what you were saying.
Dergerberg.
Yep. So Polish is out, and then you have Blood for Chaotic, and Dab for Coco. And then, yeah, we're going to have to switch Mr. Letters there back to blue. Yep. That's how I'm just going to refer to him, as Letters.
Mr. Letters.
All right, so Professor Oak for Psy and Letters for Tamine. And then we just need SRs.
Oh yeah, new averages. I'll ask for that. Unless you're already on it.
So SRs from Pepehands, and then those readies.
Gotta love V for being on top of it.
Try to be.
So chat, how's it going today? How's everyone doing? There's 12 of you. I'm sure I can get some responses. How's everyone doing today? Because it's a mighty fine day to be playing Overwatch. Because it's cold outside.
It is a good day, except there are 5 games today that are all pretty much occurring in the next 3 hours.
Who's that?
I have no idea. You can probably get rid of him. Probably somebody from my friends list. Not entirely sure.
Remove. There we go.
Yeah, they're from my friends list. Sorry about that, chat.
Is it Quiet Sunday?
You can remove them from the game too because they're in here.
I just did.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
message
did.
them then. And this is why I appear offline, everybody.
Go ahead and do it again. I mean, you're already in game. Well, it's not everybody else's fault that you're just such an amazing person, Jebba.
Just cast for too many people and things and such. All right, do we have readies yet?
No, we do not. We're waiting for, we are waiting for, my brain. Professor Oak Thomas?
Pepehands.
Sot.
But we do still need readies also from
Oak.
Taters.
Okay. After for Tommen?
Yep, you did that already.
No, I didn't, because Tommen's out.
Oh. Did he make that choice again? He made a new change?
Professor for Psy. He just swapped them back, didn't he?
No.
It says
You're
swap
swapping
Professor.
people in.
I'm confused. My brain is melting.
You gotta swap. Nope, you gotta swap Professor in for Psy. You had already done the swaps and you just redid them again.
Oh,
And you need Efter in for Tommen.
Okay, so I have it right.
Yep, you have it right.
Okay,
Alright, so we're just waiting for those readies then.
Let's go. Let's go. The score is 1-0 to Pepehands. No, yeah, to Pepehands.
Alright, we have both readies.
We're both ready? Okay, we're heading in map 2, everyone.
I'm just opening up the lobbies for the other two, the other game.
Traveling to Eichenberg.
Or the match chat. So really would not be surprised from the side of Tater-Thots to see Nick Coco on his famed Junkrat. Would definitely like to see blue screens occurring. Coco on the Junkrat and probably, well, Jaltech will now be on tank, so probably see Swap East play a Pharah because it's always like a really dangerous combination on this map. Which would mean Pepehands need to roll out initially with a hit scan if they want to be able to kind of put something up here.
My pause
See
isn't
you checking
working.
that pause.
It's not working.
No?
It's not working.
Well, it's a good thing you don't need it yet. But it does look like we have two people who have not picked yet, so hopefully, if it doesn't work, you can always toss it my way, and we'll get it. We'll get it paused.
That makes me really anxious, though.
I'll just double check mine and see what I've got mine at. Yeah, I've got mine at the usual, so.
Piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake.
Pause button's always a finicky thing. And we do see what I wanted. We have the Junkrat and the Pharah here. So we will see a Pharah Mercy along with strong heals with the Moira, B-Cat on Moira, and we have a Sigma Orisa on the side of Tater-Thots. And then it looks like we just have a pretty hard bunker from Pepehands with a little mobility from that Doomfist here. Really early pick there to kind of negate Nick Coco doing any shield break here.
Well, no, because he tried to go over the roof there, and then it just didn't work because the Doomfist came up and punched him into a wall.
Gave that Doomfist quite a bit of ult charge for allowing that. You do see Swap Beast kind of in the backlines with this Pharah Mercy, but smart move by Wolf Diamos to play the Sigma because they're able to kind of keep that shield moving and keep the Bastion protected, especially with the shield up in the air. But we do see a good focus from Eskimo, able to take Hydra out. Not sure if there's a res available or not.
There should be a res available, they haven't used it yet.
It's just a tricky thing to go for, especially in the midst of a team fight like that, unless you have that Immort field. Otherwise, yeah, just like that, you kind of get you get focused pretty heavily there.
It looks like it's a first fight win there for Tater-Thot on objective A.
The payload.
A lot of ults coming online on their side, but we do see both healer ults for Pepehands, and we have Letters switch from the Doomfist to a Widow. Gets a very quick pick there on Nikoko.
Honestly, if I was Pepehands, I'd be holding this corner here and giving my Widow a bunch of free space to be just getting picks and such.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like they are moving down there to set up. You don't want to give too much free room for this hero here.
My thing is, if they're gonna try to counter Pharah with 2 hit scans, why make one of them a Widow? I mean, I understand Widow can do a lot of damage to the enemy as well. But I would have almost went for an Ashe here, because Bob as a contest is just can be so clutch sometimes. If you can have him contest long enough for you to get back into the fight, where the enemy can't really get space.
I think it all depends on people's player pools and, you know, comfortableness. If Letters feels a lot more comfortable on the Widow, we do see the picks still are going. They are able to get a lot of picks thus far on both DPSs here, so it's all positioning and if anybody peeks out from behind these shields. Tyre's taken out, not able to get anybody. And it looks like, though, that Sigma ult was stopped. Can Sigma ult be eaten? I don't think it can.
No, Sigma just, he ulted 2 people that could use their abilities to get out of it.
Yep. Widow's definitely putting in work. So payload is now more situated on the side of Pepehands.
It looks like they're going through castles just trying to get that Widow off the high ground, which is really smart. And if I was Widow, I'd come over here to this right high ground, basically where they'd normally come in from.
Mm-hmm.
And
just above the payload there.
Yeah, and then just kind of snipe at them from behind while your team takes care of them from front. But she did just get caught out there. It looks like they're just trying to slowly back up while trying not to give too much space up. But they are taking them out really quickly.
SWAT's change from the Pharah into the Doomfist was definitely been impactful so far. Very disruptive to Pepehands, able to help them able to help Tater-Thots push this point pretty uncontested there. Once they got it rolling.
Looks like Pepehands is setting up on the staircase corner, which is a very popular corner nowadays, because back in the day you would always sit up on the back corner. You would never kind of be this aggressive and sit up on this front corner. Huge ult from Hydra there, getting both the Junkrat and the Sigma, and Mercy goes down. Orisa goes down, and it's only a matter of time before everyone else dies too.
Really nice move there from Crits too. While it was a huge ult from Hydra, I do want to give a shout out to Godspeed for that, because Hydra waited that out until Eskimo no longer was trying to eat the ult, and then Godspeed made sure to halt the entire team up above the shield into the air. Otherwise, Hydra likely would not have been effective there. So really good coordination from Pepehands. I like seeing them hold this far up and aggressively too. Java, enough please.
Oh, Doomfist comes in, disrupting the back line. Meteor Strike comes out.
Not able to really get anybody, but it did force the rest of the team back from choke, so Tater-Thot could kind of push through pretty uncontested there. So good use of the
bongo here. Oh, huge tire from Blood here, getting 3. And then we've got Godspeed fighting back, but dies. Junkrat gets rezzed. And looks like Mercy's fighting for life, but gets killed anyways. And looks like we're just gonna see we're just gonna have to watch spawn hold and stagger. I thought that Sigma ult was gonna be bigger and actually not allow Tater-Thots to push in for a second and give Pepehands a little bit more time, but it really didn't.
Well, actually, he did get everybody except for Geltec on the Orisa, who fortified and stayed on the payload, which meant the payload kept getting pushed. So it's smart use of cooldowns there. I really liked the intentions from Wolf. It's just, unfortunately, Geltec had that cooldown ready. So, must have known that was coming.
And that's a big thing when you're playing, especially against such talented people, and like you have to really think about like what cooldowns are being used and call, especially when you're using ults like Sigmas, you have to call out which like if Reaper's used Wraith, or if Moira's used Fade, or if even Orisa's used Fortify, because all those things can affect Sigma's ult in a huge way.
Yeah, you definitely have to track what the other teams have and what they're doing. Otherwise, you in a situation like that, you will get caught out, pulled off payload. You can't cap point, and that any other situation would have enabled the rest of Pepehands to get back to point there. Wagsy right now, it is 1-0 to Pepehands, but Tater-Thots did just take it to the end here on their attack.
Quite a bit of time bank, actually. They have enough time for at least 3 pushes, if not 4.
Yeah. But yeah, you definitely need to track, enemy ults, enemy cooldowns to know when to use yours more properly. Is what I was trying to get at there.
Attackers incoming.
And what I've noticed is everyone's really aggressive with their shield placement on this choke. If everyone sees this newspaper on my screen right in front of me, if you set your shield right on that newspaper, you cover both the left door and the choke. Your shield's a little farther back, but your Sigma can push your shield forward and give you that little bit of space, but if you keep that Orisa shield on that newspaper, it'll actually give you advantages over the enemy team instead of being really aggressive with the shield placement like this as Orisa, because your shield only comes every 10 seconds. And looks like first fight ends up going to the Tater-Thots.
Well, I really like the intent and idea of the Widow from Letters again. I think just due to the double shield that's happening on the side of Thoughts, you need more shield break than just the Junkrat here. But as I say that, Pepehands is pushing in here now. So we do see Sigma shield is ready to break and go down. Good intention of Tyre there from Nick Coco. Unfortunately, Godspeed and the rest of Pepehands are able to target focus it and take it out. Kind of continue to push themselves here to point. These two Orisas are just rotating back and forth with each other. So while Tater-Thots are down one, it looks like... Oh, and they get the res. This fight will go to them after a lot of time kind of used there. A lot of battles, a lot of ults, and then ults being rebuilt.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Do you still hear Nat? Or can we not hear each other again? Okay.
Sorry.
You're good, you're good.
It looks like we have Pepehands pushing around here, and then we get a huge Sigma ult here, but Immortality Field saves Tater-Thots there. Pepehands being quite aggressive here with the Orisa, but looks like Tater-Thots are going to actually clean up this fight pretty quickly, despite the fact of the aggression of Pepehands. And looks like we have about 2 pushes left here from Pepehands to actually get point 1, and even if they try, they won't be able to get as impressive of a time bank as Tater-Thoughts, unless they just push straight through second. If they get this point right now and then push straight through second.
I was gonna say they have a slight potential to do it if they can roll on through second point, as long as they can take this now. Impressive use from their own Baptiste with that Immort field there, able to save a good amount of the team.
but sadly not enough. They've already gotten 2 picks, or they've already got a pick on the Baptiste, and that's a healer down for Pepehands. At this point, they just need to regroup and try to get bodies again.
Smart engagements here of this Orisa to kind of use those bongos, push forward, try and body block a little bit here while the rest of the team stays behind the Matrix field. We have dueling tires.
And we get a barrage that takes out the rest of the team, and looks like we're gonna get a full hold from Tater-Thots here.
Victory.
So we now, chat, are 1-1 in this matchup.
Tied. And we're going into map 3. What can map 3 bring for us? Paris is a very interesting map with a lot of interesting strategies you can use.
One of my favorite maps. I know people think I'm insane, but still.
I really like Paris as a theoretical thing. I'm just not a big fan of the layout.
So I agree completely with that. I will fully admit it is an unbalanced and not a good map. But the reason I like Paris, which is sort of a selfish thing, when you full hold first point on defense, it feels amazing. And when you immediately take first point on attack, and or then struggle to take second point, or if you take second point right away too, it also feels amazing. So I know those things don't happen like super often, but they're really kind of pat yourself on the back moments there.
Yeah, I know, like, so if you push through first point really quickly and it's just like, wow, we did it, guys. It's like, because it's so defensive, it's so defense oriented, it's a very defense oriented map, especially on first point. Second point is really easy for attackers because there's a lot of entries, a lot of openness. That's why it's easier for attackers. But defense, you have to really strategize how to get that perfect push.
Yeah. It's definitely not balanced, which means it's realistically not a good map. But like I said, just the feeling of what you can do on that map when you do it is awesome. So we do have some swaps. So we have VCAT for Dabarella.
1 second, I am changing names. So VCAT, Dabarella, VCAT, Dabarella. We're gonna swap. Ooh, swap. Did I swap them? I did. So VCAT.
You had it right. Nope, you had it right last time.
Oh, I know.
They need to swap again.
Yep,
there you go. Okay. VCAT always refers to his teammates as like old names.
SWAT's not
SWAT for
there.
Polish.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yep,
wait,
nope. SWAT's on Tater-Thots.
My brain. Never mind. Okay, swap for Polish.
Yep, and then Coco for Chaotic.
Anything else?
All right, and then on the side of Pepehands, we have Wolf out for Tomine.
Tommy's not here. Oh yeah, he is. He's just not spectating the right people because he got kicked.
He blue screened.
So
and
Wolf.
Then
you said Wolf for Tommy?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we have Godspeed for Elif.
Oh. I didn't make that mistake.
Or no, wait. Godspeed for Elif. Yeah.
I didn't make that mistake. It didn't happen.
That's okay. We got it fixed anyway. No worries. And then we just have to switch the map to the lovely, lovely Paris. Oh, wait. Hydra for Wolf now, apparently?
Why? Hydra. There you go. Okay. We're good?
We are good, and I will finish this map up. Once we get the readies, we're good to go. I'll finish this map up with you, and then I'll have to hop out for map 4.
Alright.
So hopefully we get somebody in here. Sorry, as I'm typing in everybody's ear. It's not aggressive Ragnarok Alex typing, but
Ah, yes. You gotta love Alex and his loud keyboard. You can hear it from a mile away.
whoever the widow is was really feeling himself on Eichenwald. Their widow is the dude with a bunch of letters in his name who's under Professor Oak, and that's who I'm referring to as letters because I'm not trying to pronounce that name.
I always just call him Ferdurgadurga. Well, they never corrected me, so.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to keep referring to him as letters and purely
We
letters
all
only.
miss Alex, don't worry. Ready. Okay, we're going into map 3.
Let's go.
Big wins.
Paris hype. Gotta love Paris as my dogs are staring at me like, Ma, it's an hour past that DINNER time.
Nom.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that word because they know what they're looking for. I know what they're looking for. Speaking of dogs, everybody remembers my favorite scavenger hunt from this map that I think last night I made Zelda literally go to and sit on in the middle of a fight.
Wait, what? I don't know your scavenger hunt on this
On
map.
this map?
No,
it's
I do
Sir
not.
Spennymoor, the dog on the billboard looking up at his owner.
Oh, you're
Look at that love.
Look at
That
the
devotion.
doggo.
We love Sir
But
Spennymoor.
look at this posh guy that's standing right next to him with the umbrella and his trench coat.
Ready for battle.
I don't like his chin. He's got a he's got a sneaky looking chin.
Dude, get really close to it. It looks really stupid.
It does.
It gets really
Actually.
pixelated.
So he just likes Sir Spennymoor.
Yeah, so doggo always better.
Are those unicorns on the coat of arms? They are unicorns.
Where?
See, Spennymoor's special. If you look above where it says Spennymoor at
Oh,
the coat of
it
arms,
is!
literally are unicorns.
Yo, they're my new favorite company now. They're not even real.
So it looks like on defense from the side of Tater-Thots, we're getting that hard bunker with Geltec on the Tracer for some mobility to kind of do backline frustration here to Pepehands. And for Pepehands, we will be running double shield with the Sim Teleport, the Doomfist Disruption, and still keeping with that Moira Lucio that for the most part we've seen all game from them.
Well, looks like we're getting a sneaky teleport here, trying to get the point as quickly as possible. And
really nice way to move. I know a lot of people do teleport to point, but nice usage of the Sigma Shield to make sure they're able to get through the teleport, take no damage, and just kind of move there.
My thing was, it was like such a smooth teleport as well. It didn't seem like anybody got left behind or forgotten or died because they tried to run across. Like, it seemed like very, very smooth teleportation there.
Able to get one tick on this point. They do unfortunately go down. So interesting to see, are they going to keep with the teleport strat? Are they going to try something new? For me, I feel like teleport strat kind of only works once, at least that route of the teleport strat. So hopefully they do something different here. Take a little, like maybe they, take the teleporter and then go meet the team head on and engage them. We do see Tommy trying to get set up here, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Geltec able to take Wolf down, so I think that's going to sort of pause this push here a little bit. The rest of the team does rotate. Would almost like to see them teleport almost to where Polish is standing now, to kind of, or teleport the other way into police station, now that the Bastion has reset up elsewhere. Good cooldowns and shields by both teams here. Matrix perfectly set up. Really good use of the Sigma shields there to allow letters to kind of do some backside damage up there. Plus, they got that backfield out there on the side of Tater-Thots to keep Bastion protected too. But it does. Oh, and Blood is caught out behind, and they are just gonna leave her there. Very smart. Don't even bother going for the kill. The rest of the team just pushes up. Smart by Blood though to throw herself off the edge there. Little bit staggered, so you do need to see Pepehands kind of push this fight very heavily, but Blood is back now.
Well, because you also gotta think 5 seconds after the point is captured, defense team has 0 second spawns, so they instantly respawn.
Yep. Blood able to get that res up. We do see Eskimo pop the Bastion ult. The rest of Pepehands is backing up here, but able to take out 2, and that is going to stop that push. They do have a lot of ults online though, whereas Tater-Thots kind of are building them, but don't quite have as many. So it could just be, you know, an ult push basically on this next one.
Looks like that apple a day thing didn't work out.
We do see them doing that same rotation, and are they going to catch Jaltech out, who was able to take out Tomine, but escapes from the looks of it. Nice to see though that no ults were used on the side of Pepehands there. But that dry push did allow for Tater-Thots to kind of, you know, Blood is almost back up there, as is Polish, as is Chaotic. Those halfway percentages can definitely make a difference in this next team fight. Interesting sort of slow push there from behind by Polish. Kind of got in there, did some, like, just walked up to them and did some damage, and then he used the jetpack jump to disengage and escape. So I know it's so easy to see a group of people together and want to just kind of jump on them. They didn't. But it looks like the picks from letters are going to make the difference here right now, because a lot of Tater-Thots are down. While they are coming back, the team fight and advantage right now is for Pepehands. Polish did a really good job though of just staying on point as Winston, using that rampage ult to kind of give himself some more health and not allow Pepehands to get it even a tick here thus far.
I gotta give it to Tater-Thots, even though they were starting to lose the game or lose the fight there, they stuck it out. And I mean, Pepehands didn't even get a pick or a tick.
And they stuck it out without even having to make changes for the most part. I think we did see Chaotic go from the BAP to the Lucio for stall, because I know usually once, you know, your team is down, it's one of those big call-outs on teams is always stall characters. Not too many of them changed. So good pull there by Dab, kind of able to keep the team from engaging there. Eskimo able to take out one with that high noon.
And one's all you could do. One's all you can do. I mean, it's value. You're getting you're evening up the fight, or you're making it almost one for your own team, because having one player down means you're not going to be able to get as many picks.
Nice ult there from Polish, even though the rest of it did force it forced Wolf to kind of send that shield out to clear those, because it was right in the middle of the entire team. And it looks like Pepehands will not be able to touch. But still really good fight by them. So I'll be interested to see what they can do on their own hold here.
Initiating match.
Sorry, I have someone texting me about personal things, and that's why I've been kind of quiet. I apologize. And
You're fine.
it's just I'm getting texted, and I need to get it done and dealt with, so it's over with by the time I have the case. The tier 2 tonight, I think it's tier 2 at least. It was tier 2, right? The 7 o'clock
I don't know.
game.
Yeah, I think so. There's so many games tonight.
I think, honestly, I think you should put a cap in where it's 3 games on weekdays and 4 games during the weekend.
In 30 seconds.
I think we plan on doing that for the most part. So it looks like on the attacking side, we're going to be running the Hanzo, the pulled pork, a Moira, and that Fire Mercy. And on the defense side, no Bastion from the defense side, which is nice and refreshing to see, but they're running their own pulled pork, double hit scan, so it's almost as if they're anticipating that Fire Mercy, and a Mercy Moira themselves.
It looks like we get an early pick on the Hanzo and the Pharah on the side of Tater-Thot. And looks like Pepehands are just doing really, really well here in this choke, even though they do not have a Bastion, which is your traditional setup for this map. And we see our Mercy doing our super jumps over here, standing on the podium, which is very dangerous, especially since the enemy team has a Hanzo. Oh, we got a pick on to Kritzmig here, but we get a res from the Mercy.
Smart usage of that Mercy res, so hopefully Tater-Thots are tracking that cooldown now.
But I don't know if they've
they
noticed.
Know if they get a pick.
Oh, they noticed the left flank here from the McCree and gets him out. And then they get the Lucio, they get the Hanzo. It looks like this fight is over for Tater-Thots.
And honestly, it's almost, you want to see Pepehands stagger the remaining people one at a time. Which it does look like what they're doing, because it's gonna, now that they've done that, that's gonna take a couple of more seconds for them to have to keep waiting for everybody to get back here. Like we just saw the Sigma, now we have the Orisa, and there we go finally is that Moira. So that took off almost, by the time they get fully regrouped, 10 seconds worth of time there. And every second counts, especially at this first point. So there, it looks like they're doing this rotation again, and
looks
a lot
like
of
Lucio goes
accuracy
down
here.
early.
And Tamim, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That, taking that Lucio out is super helpful, because it means they lose, while they didn't have beat drop, they lose the ability to speed, but
Jaltech is literally just killing everyone. We thought it was a loss. It was a loss here for Tater-Thots, but Jaltech kind of saved it there. That was really big from Jaltech there.
New defense point. This will heal you.
Nothing's gonna stop.
He's a scary dude to play against. Played against him quite a few times. Their entire team actually is pretty good. Unfortunately, I know more about Tater-Thot than
Eskimo and Jaltech getting mad picks. Polish taking down the Moira, and looks like we're just gonna have a straight run through here from Tater-Thots, and we're gonna get a win. So it is 2-1 to Tater-Thoughts.
Yep. So they just, if they can win Dorado, they will lock up this game, which means Dorado is now do or die for Pepehands.
Yep, and looks like I'm gonna be on the captain desk all by myself, so get ready for that train wreck, everyone.
Unfortunately, it won't be a train wreck. If we could get somebody in here to help you out, we will. But on that note, chat, I do gotta dip, get myself ready for my own game. So, it was a pleasure getting to cast with you, Nat.
Thank you.
We'll be doing it more
I
often,
still have
hopefully
much to
going
learn.
forward. So, but good luck tonight to both teams, and just thanks again to Stream Team and to Nat, you also, for everything everybody's doing today. So, see ya, guys.
Dab Polish out, so dab for SWAT. So SWAT for dab. Coco for Polish. Ready. Okay, we got readies from both teams. It looks like we're gonna hit, wait. But we need that SR average from our good old Wolf Demos before we can head into map 4. So I apologize if it takes me a second, guys. So how's it going, chat? How's everyone doing this fine evening? I swear, everyone, I will get through this all by myself, because I'm a grown woman. Oh, I need to swap the what's it called? Red only, red only, red only, blue only, right. Here we go, here we go, here we go again. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's getting hot in here. Hey, does anybody in the chat? Everyone in the chat knows a Billie Eilish, right? Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. I've got that song stuck in my head, like, really badly. It's pretty rough. And as soon as he submits this SR average, I can check us into the map. Okay.
Traveling to Dorado.
We're heading into Dorado. Actually, one of the best escort maps in the game, to be quite honest. I love this map so much.
Initiating.
It's a very it's a pretty balanced map. It's got high ground, has low ground, really effective both high ground and low ground positioning. Like honestly, like I feel like this is one of the more balanced escort maps.
Ready for battle.
Alright, looks like we've got Orisa Hog on the side of
Attackers incoming.
I just swapped them over, so it's Pepehands. On the side of Pepehands, we've got Orisa Hog, and then on the side of Tater-Thots, we have Sigma Zarya, which is actually really two interesting combos because they kind of counter each other in a way. And then we've got Hanzo McCree, Genji Tracer as our DPS, and we've got similar support lines as Lucio, and then we have a Moira Mercy as our main supports in this map. It looks like we're gonna just get an early push, and we have Godspeed here holding up on high ground. And the fact that we're using a Sigma here instead of a Reinhardt really confuses me because the fact that Reinhardt is just so, like, his shield is just so much better than Sigma's, despite the fact that it has less mobility or vertical movement, and Tommen is just taking off Pepehands, or not Pepehands, Tater-Thots here. It looks like we're getting another push here, and they're trying to get Tommen here off a high ground, but he's got a mercy pocket. So it makes it quite interesting to try to go. And the score is 2-0 or 2-1 to the to Tater-Thots. And it looks like Pepehands are actually giving a strong hold here as we head into map 4, and we're coming down on the end of second fight, and they're pushing really hard. We get a pick on the Junkrat, but gets rezzed by the Mercy. we have Pepehands kind of backing up here, but they do have Tater-Thots in a choke here. Tommen throws out the dragon, gets halted, and gets a 4K huge ult from Tommen, and the Orisa there. Godspeed and Tommen are just straight up wrecking this team, and then Letters goes in and gets There's a cheeky pick onto the McCree there. And now we're just waiting for the regroup here from Tater-Thot as we try to get past this really difficult, actually pretty difficult choke. Through this window would be fantastic. Oh, Big Sigma ult gets 3 people, kills Lucio, which means we're down a healer on both sides, but the main healer is down for Tater-Thot, and then High Noon comes out, doesn't get anyone, Grab comes out, doesn't get anyone to follow up, and looks like we are just going to be heading into the next fight for Tater-Thot. Pepehands isn't going to lay down and take it very easily.
Seconds remaining.
Get a good push here from the Tater-Thot, and looks like no picks that have gone for either side yet, except for God's Beat goes down, Beat comes out, Dragons come out, Junkrat goes down, Tyre gets 2. High Noon gets 1. It looks like Tater-Thot may just take point 1 if Lucio can't stall it out. Oh, Kritzmig does get taken out, so it looks like Tater-Thot just might take point 1 here. And point 2 is a lot harder to hold than point 1 is, especially with that fantastic choke point that comes from the bridgeway on first point. Whew. Oh, looks like Tater-Thot gets 2 early picks here. If I was the Pepehands, I'd just back up and get ready to hold farther back. And I love the Tater-Thots and how they're being a little extra aggressive and they're just keeping 1 or 2 people on point. It's really fantastic, actually. It looks like our boys on Pepehands are just gonna clean up this fight. Mercy tries to res but fails. She's trying so hard to stay on point and she gets staggered just slightly. McCree jumps on point to hold it, but also gets taken down by Tommen, and we get a res on to the Widow that got picked off by the McCree, and looks like we're heading back to spawn. Boys, we have a really weird hold here. We have most of your team up here on the high ground in Orisa, and Lucio just kind of holding the payload just to make sure that nobody moves it. And we get a pick onto the Mercy, which is a really huge pick here for Letters. And looks like Tater-Thot won't be able to actually. Tommen gets a huge pick onto that. Orisa takes out the Orisa. Godspeed takes out Sigma, and looks like we are going into. And looks like we're gonna go to attack for Pepehands. Stop at point 2 is really interesting.
Score.
And honestly, if Tater-Thot's hold it here, they may actually be able to win this. But Pepehands may come off just as strong as they did on defense on attack and take it for themselves. And that means we're gonna have Pepehands wins here, they're gonna have to go to a map 5.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like we've got pulled pork on the side of Pepehands coming out on attack, and we've got letters on Widow, and then we've got a Hanzo. Double sniper is a very interesting choice, especially with the double barrier meta. And then we've got Lucio Mercy on the side of Pepehands, and then we have Junkrat, Mercy, Sigma. We've got double shield, Mercy, Bap, Ash, Junkrat. Coming on the side of Tater-Thot. Looks like we've got a really weird rotation here where all the team didn't exactly get the point that they're rotating, but they do end up getting together before Pepehands notice. Looks like Tater-Thots do get a couple picks here, but we do get a pick onto the Sigma. And Pepehands does have quicker spawn. We get a res onto crits mix, so that's a 5v5 here on Dorado. And looks like we got a big tire here from Coco onto them, and then Mortality Field goes down from the Widowmaker. The Sigma Shield is really close to breaking here, breaks down, won't have it for another 3 seconds. Tommen comes over with a huge dragon, but actually doesn't get anybody. Immortality Field makes sure of that, and looks like they're gonna survive. Tommen takes out Ash. Wolfimos comes back up. Huge stick, but isn't enough. Crits make beats, and maybe we can save this for the Pepehands. Tater-Thots here fighting tooth and nail, trying not to die, trying to survive. Letters. Oh, huge tire from Nico saves the point here for for Tater-Thots.
Deine Göttin ist da.
60 seconds.
We have one more fight here. 2 picks from each side. 3 picks on the side of Pepehands. If they just take out this Widowmaker, we may be able to actually see it. These snipers are just getting free reign here.
Helden sterben nicht.
Dragons come out, zoning off the people from spawn. Big dragons come out, or big Sigma ult comes out. Doesn't get many people. Mercy here going battle Mercy trying to keep people alive, which is really weird. We get a res on the Junkrat. Tommen takes down the Immortality Field. The Immortality Field probably won't be back for at least another 15 seconds. Godspeed. Picks going back and forth for both teams. Huge tower comes out. Gets two. Huge. And looks like Tater-Thots may just take this map if the Widow can't get on. And Tater-Thots take the map. And the series 3-1. Right?
Play of the game. Quadruple kill.
Brings a tear to my eye.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to just make a good old decision by myself on who the MVPs were in this matchup. Alright, so it looks like it's 3-1 to Tater-Thots here. Going into... Alright, and now we're going on to the topic of my brain. For Tater-Thots, I'm honestly thinking Jay Telk or Nick Coco, and on the side of Pepehands, I'm either thinking Godspeed or Tommen. Chat, do you have any specific people that you would like to shout out here? For MVP? CC's thinking Jay Telk. I agree. But we got Jibba here texting me, and she said she votes Chaotic for MVP and Tommen or Wolf. So I'm thinking that gives us Pepehan for Tommen because I wanted to vote Tommen. J-Talk. Yeah, I agree, Jibba. This is a really big decision, but I think I'm gonna go Tommen for Pepehands. Oh, you're talking about letters. What letters on Pepe? Letters was pretty dope as well. I'm thinking, so letters or Tommen? Is that what we're thinking? Letters or Tommen? And I'm thinking J-Telk. A lot of people are saying J-Telk, man. J-Telk is a fan favorite. I think we may go for J-Telk. So I'm thinking we're going J-Telk for Tater-Thots. And then I would say, I want to say for Pepehands, it's either definitely letters, or Tommen. Both did fantastically, and both were amazing all the time. But I'm thinking I may give it to Tommen because a lot of people said Tommen. So we're gonna go Tommen and J-Talk. Jaltek. I can't spell. I can't read either. For Tater-Thots, I'm going Jaltek. Jaltek. Can't think or read. So I think we're gonna go Jaltek. So Jaltek for Tater and Tommen. For Durga. No, 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 no. He's for Durga or letters. He's either letters or for Durga cat. Anyways, and that will be the end of the stream today. I think I have these backwards, but they'll tell me. I'm pretty sure I have these backwards. Do I have those backwards? I don't think I do, but I may. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. Have a good night. I can open my thing.